My name's Joel Boychuk. I'm from Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Tractile right now is not gone forever, like a lot of people think. It is maybe just waiting, I think, for the right time. Most specifically when Adam and I can come together and be really productive and do a lot of collaborative work together. The concept behind HOBO is actually really simple in its nature. It's just building on original ideas that I've always had musically, but with basically a freedom of expression. And what I mean by that is I can basically do what I feel, what I want at really any time, because it's solo and it's the first time I've worked solo. Because of that, there's, I think, a wider range of possibilities for it, because it's going to be unfiltered really in every sense. My EP on mine is From A to B is essentially the wrap-up of the last year of my life musically. Everything in the last year was me in transit from really one place to another. I mean that mentally, creatively, and geographically even. So they're a bunch of standalone tracks, and they are individual, and they really represent everything that's happened in the last year. I actually really miss Berlin a lot because it is such a homey place. You just feel home there. But I mean, being in Canada has just been basically a metamorphosis. It was necessary to step sort of out and then step back. I sort of always imagined that I would be back and that this was just an intermediate period. So yeah, I'll absolutely be back for sure. I don't even know if it's done anything, to be completely honest. Most of the inspiration is completely non-musical. Um, like Jack Kerouac, for example, was part of what a lot of people refer to as the Beat Generation. It's basically a time where people back in the 50s and stuff like that, they were artists, they were on the go, they traveled, they did what they loved. And I think that's the real essence of what we're all doing as touring musicians and stuff like that, recording artists. We just get to experiment and do the things that we want to do almost all the time. And I think that's a huge thing. And so what I draw from that for HOBO is basically the idea of changing concepts into percepts. And what I mean is I basically draw from things that I've perceived and things that I've experienced, and I put those into the music rather than complex thoughts and ideas. Breaking some bigger ideas into smaller things and just basically building a live set from there. No, I do not have a girlfriend.